Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining in once again. And today we are going to take a break from the horror movies and talk about something that I hold near and dear to my heart, Winnie the Pooh, with this year's Christopher Robin.
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, tubby little grubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh.
But it's not just going to be me today. I also have a guest. And if you are one of the over 300 people that saw a video of me several years ago, back when I was in high school, of my girlfriend putting makeup on me while she wears a Guy Fawkes mask, then you will remember this creepy little girl singing lullabies and children's songs in the background. And that was my little sister Mackenzie. And so, here she is. Not as creepy anymore, but still pretty close.
That's rude.
So, if you haven't seen the trailers for Christopher Robin, who we all know from the Winnie the Pooh stories, grows up and pretty much forgets about Winnie the Pooh. And then Winnie the Pooh comes back and they have to go on this adventure together, basically. Christopher Robin has to relearn how to have fun and not be so uptight all the time.
Dad needs that help.
Oh, he watches these.
I know.
Okay. For anybody who grew up watching Winnie the Pooh, this movie was so exciting because Winnie the Pooh is just one of those, he makes me happy. No matter what.
Anything.
His
face.
Yes. I just love Winnie the Pooh so much. Like, I'm a 22-year-old grown adult, and I still have stuffed animals.
Oi! I resent that statement.
You shut your mouth. So, tell me something you liked from the movie. Like, what was something you...
It was just like, it all fit. Like, how they all go back and find him and help him, like, focus. And he is a kid again.
Yeah.
Just makes me happy.
This movie was super sad.
Yeah.
Like, it made me very sad.
I felt Eeyore, though.
Yeah, Eeyore...
I felt him. I get it, buddy.
Every time Eeyore said anything, she and I were just in the theater going, me! Because it was just like, I feel it.
I feel it.
I want to be like Winnie the Pooh, but I've grown up to be Eeyore.
Right.
Like,
everyone's like, I want to be so happy. Then they're like, I'm not. I'm just a sad lump.
I'm a sad donkey. But since it was so sad, though, I think the guy playing Christopher Robin, Ewan McGregor, I thought he acted really well. Mm-hmm. Like, whenever he and his daughter were in the bedroom and he was talking to her and tried to read her a bedtime story, that hit me. I was like, oh, because he, like, starts reading her some, like... history lessons, because she's going to this...
boarding school.
Yeah, prestigious boarding school.
And she just wanted a regular bedtime story.
Yeah, it showed later he wanted her, and this isn't a spoiler, you see her holding a book. She wanted him to read Treasure Island, but he was just like, back in blah 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 blah.
And she was just like, oh, that's what we're reading.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick this back into my pillow.
I wasn't expecting this movie to get as real as quickly as it did.
Yeah.
Like, because in the trailers, whenever, Winnie the Pooh pops up and everything, you see Christopher Robin like, Pooh? And he looks like excited to see him.
Yeah.
He's not. Like, he was like, okay, you gotta go. Goodbye now. And I was just like...
Bye-bye. Like, you can't be here.
I was just like, Pooh.
You can't get rid of Pooh.
You can't kick Pooh out.
I'd keep him.
Oh, yeah.
I'd make him a bed. I'd kick his daughter out of his room.
So you kick your daughter out and replace her with Winnie the Pooh?
She'd on the couch.
But, like, no matter how really mean he was being to Winnie the Pooh was just like, oh, okay. Can I get a balloon?
He's very optimistic.
He's so optimistic, and it's just, like, every time Pooh said anything, I was just smiling so big. I loved it a lot. But I think my favorite part of the movie is whenever Christopher Robin goes to the 100 Acre Wood. Just the whole part whenever he's like relearning and trying to find everyone, and then people are freaking out over the heffalumps. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Except when it was really sad.
Right?
I feel like that's how...
When it's really sad, it's really sad. But
Yeah.
when it's happy, it's like, oh, okay.
I feel like that's a perfect way to sum up this movie. It's a lot of fun, except when it's really sad.
Sad.
Really, the only other issue I had was, like I told you, every time I thought about Winnie the Pooh, I was just like, oh, this is Christopher Robin's imagination. This is,
Yeah.
Whatever. But, and this isn't really like a spoiler or anything. It shows it in all the trailers.
Yeah, where all the people see him, see
Yeah.
the Pooh talking, and they're just like,
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh and all of them, they are real. They are actual living stuffed animals. And I thought that was really weird.
yeah, because like when like in the before the movie, like the cartoon or whatever,
Yeah.
like you just think it's his imagination because he's a small kid, but then you see everyone reacting to Pooh talking.
Yeah, and it's like this big joke and this big gag, people freaking out over seeing Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore talk. And it's funny, but it was an odd choice to make.
Yeah, like they could have just made it seem like Christopher was like crazy because he was talking to a stuffed animal.
Right.
But no, they made it seem like everyone else thought they were crazy.
Right. And like I said, when we left the theater, it makes sense, I guess, if you're like for a kids movie to make them alive, because that's very children's movie.
Yeah.
To make them actually alive. But for everybody, like even our dad loves Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
So from people like that who grew up all the way up into their 40s with Winnie the Pooh, I think it'll be very odd.
Like
Just-
they would expect it to be him still being the only one to see it.
Right. I mean, I guess it's not really an issue I have with the movie. It's just very strange. Is there anything in particular that you disliked about it or thought was...
No,
No?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a whole lot.
I barely, if I can, I don't remember it.
Right. And so that means it was not important at all,
Yeah,
whatever
like-
it was. But yeah, overall, this movie it's really funny.
Yeah.
Like, I did not expect to laugh this much as I did. And it also was very heartfelt, just like you expect Winnie the Pooh to do. I am not ashamed to say that I almost cried multiple times.
Right? It's just there.
Right. It hits you right at home. Especially, like, if you grew up with Winnie the Pooh, definitely go see Christopher Robin. So, me personally, I think that Christopher Robin deserves nothing less than an A.
I personally give it an A+, just because there's nothing wrong with it, and it's an amazing movie.
So, are you not gonna say anything about the fact that I now have 3 A's in a row?
No, I think this one actually deserves it. You actually didn't screw up this time.
Alright, thank you. So, thank you guys so much for joining in once again. And thank you, Mackenzie, for joining me on this. I'm sorry that it had to be outside with the abundance of mosquitoes, flies. Thanks again, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe so that I can see you next time. Say goodbye.
Bye!
Oh. That wasn't supposed to go in there. 300 people that saw...
You're so proud of that.
I am proud of it. I gotta do all that over again. Okay. That whole second act, whenever he's... And there's the air conditioner.
Why was that so funny? I'm not dying.
I bring you into your first review and you die. That would suck. Then I couldn't upload this. I'll just edit it out.
Just in the description. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Mackenzie.